Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second semifinal match of the 2018 YugiTuber Grand Championship. In this match, we have Farfa, who's going to be playing Pendulum Magician, the first time the deck debuting in the tournament, going up against MSTTV, who's going to be playing True Draco. And with us for this electrifying commentary, we have a bit of a True Draco expert of our own for this commentary, the best one on YouTube, the one, the only, Team Samurai X1.
What's going on, guys? Alex, thank you so much for having me on this commentary, man. I very appreciate it. And True Draco versus, what is this? Pendulum Magician, right? There's no FTK?
Correct. There's no FTK because we banned Independent Lyrilisk Nightingale, and we also banned Utopic Zexal. So basically, if you're playing Pen Magician, you're just playing, like, pure, just normal-ass Pendulum Magician.
Right. So that means that Tom should be winning this because True Draco's worst matchup is FTK. And, like, you know...
Because you don't play hand traps.
Yeah, and if you're playing any other, like, Pendulum variant deck, True Draco just, like, poops on them. So, I think Tom has the upper advantage. And the opening hand, he has Card of Demise. Like, this is the god hand. Like, a mono with Demise, like, there's no... You're going to have a very slim chance of losing this game. But you know, Farfa's hand, you know, looks really amazing as well. You know, Astrograph, Service, you know, and a Current Razor in his opening hand is just absolutely insane. You can do a lot of things with this board.
Yeah, and you know, Amano just, you know, man, such a good card. Now Infinite Impermanence has been released, so, you know, there kind of is an out to Amano on turn 1.
Correct.
But,
Correct.
you know,
Correct.
denying that Ash Blossom that Farfa has so that Card of Demise will resolve, it's just, I mean, Tom just gets to do all this for free. Like, it's crazy.
Correct. And he also gets the Heritage draw, too, potentially, too, which is absolutely amazing. So, it's just so many draw power that the deck has. It's just, like, he's guaranteed to at least see one Floodgate. Like, a Floodgate right now that would hurt Farfa is definitely... like a Rivalry of Warlords or Anti-Spell Fragments will just secure him.
Oh! Triple Amano in the hand!
That is very unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate on Tom Box's part.
Wow. Well, I
And
mean,
at this point,
he's got the Maiden, so, I mean, that's going to get Masterpiece. And we know he has a trap, so...
It's not. He has the Ash Blossom in hand, so...
Oh, that's
he
true.
knows he knows what he has in hand, so I'm telling you right now, if Tom does not have a Floodgate, he loses this game.
Yeah.
He loses this game,
and there's
regardless.
the Ash on the Maiden, right. I was saying Tom didn't know that he had the Ash.
Of course,
so,
of
yeah,
course.
But yeah, you're going to deny that if you can. So,
Yeah,
Current
100%.
Razor's going to special summon itself. And
Yeah,
now Farfa's just going to be able to go off here. Funny enough, this is actually the first, like, I would say maybe the first, like, real meta match of the entire tournament. We may have had, like,
Correct.
one other one, but
Correct.
the other people have kind of just been doing, you know, just fun decks just to make it interesting. So it's kind of funny. This is, like, in the semifinals, of course, but these are two very, I would say, seasoned competitive players. So
Yes,
yeah.
I agree. And, like, at this point right now, like, from a True Draco player's perspective... Oh, yes!
Rivalry.
Yes,
Okay.
Tom. It's like,
Is he using the best deck profile, Sam? I don't know.
Goodness, hopefully he's using my list, man, because my list will lose.
So this is good because this actually denies Farfa being able to summon out the Master Cerberus.
Yes. Rivalry of Warlords, man, is one of the most broken cards in today's metagame. It literally shuts down every single deck, like, right now. He can't even, like, Current Razor
is a fiend,
right?
so that actually, yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, it's a fiend.
I don't think that deck has any other fiend monsters, like, whatsoever. And Farfa's just forced to pass here, so...
Yeah,
you know,
not Rivalry of Warlords. I told you, if he had a Floodgate, he's pretty much secured.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Disciple's going to come down. Now the thing is, I don't think Tom can kill Farfa this turn, but he's probably going to be in a situation where he's just going to be dominating the board, and it's really not going to matter.
Correct. At this point, all he has to try to do is just try to build like a bigger board than his. Like, you know, like, try to actually bring out Ignis on the board would be pretty nice as well.
Right.
So he can use Returns effect to revive back Maiden. So just adding more monsters on the board is actually really good against Pen Magicians because of Diagram, right? And Diagram was to protect the monsters from being destroyed by once per battle, which is pretty nice.
Correct.
So Ignis can attack.
27 on the Ignis because of Diagram.
Correct.
Yep, so it's going to be 16 and 26 to the face, and then...
He can get Astrograph. Yeah, no, he shouldn't summon Astrograph.
Yeah, I don't think you need... Like I said, that's the one thing about Draco. You have to remember, you're not going to die.
Yes.
Like, I mean, it's very rare that you would die on full life against Draco. I don't really know any situation, like, other than, like, if you use a trap to tribute a Masterpiece in the battle phase, like, just to kill them or something.
Correct. And at this point, like, right now, like, Maiden can, like, Tom should already be winning this duel regardless because Maiden can just get Masterpiece in hand And then yes, it's the obvious play. And then he can go return, revive back, maiden, tribute a trap, no tribute a spell and a monster at this point, to just basically disrupt one of his scales, and then he just has the victory from there. And then if he somehow survives his turn, he can just basically go in Vocasaurus next turn anyway. So
right, yeah.
Tom is in a very good position right now, and he's playing an extra deck. Thank you, Tom, for playing an extra deck. For those of you who are playing Erupt, no, terrible. Do not play Erupt.
All right, so using Return to bring out Masterpiece here, and
this is disgusting.
Yes, this is nasty.
Yo, I can't even lie. This is how I drew at all my YCSs, man.
Really?
Yeah, like I drew pretty well. There are most times where I did break like having multiple monos, but if you have like two monos in your hand and like a diagram, you're pretty much you're still in a good position because you summon a mono, right? And you can just pop it off with the other diagram, like with diagram, and then just go off with your plays.
Right. So Wisdom Eye going to trigger here, get out a purple poison, and Farfa can still pen. He can still pen summon one out here.
Wait, did he use his Masterpiece Pop? I wasn't paying attention.
He used the Masterpiece Pop on the Cerberus.
No, shouldn't, because like the only time, okay, as a true Drago player, for those of you who are watching, the only time that you should use your Masterpiece Pop is when when something is threatening you. Okay, you shouldn't just waste your Now he has purple poison. Purple poison can just run over the Masterpiece now.
Exactly, yeah, and that's
because,
well. The thing is, though, I believe did he do Monster Trap on the Masterpiece, or was it Monster Spell?
Monster Spell. But regardless, like purple poison will now boost up Astria. Purple poison will kill the diagram, and now Masterpiece is gone. And now he can make Electromite. Right. And this is it becomes really, really bad. So like the only time you should ever use Masterpiece Pop, guys, if you're playing a true Drago player, always just uses pops or something that's threatening you, especially during the battle phase, because like like as a Pendulum Magician player, their main goal is trying to go into battle phase to go purple poison to kill your stuff, correct? So if they can't kill your stuff, then you're just gonna win the game. So always try your best to just save the Masterpiece Pop for something that's threatening. But still, regardless, he still has Robbery of Warlords on the board, right?
Right.
Like in Yu-Gi-Oh is whoever has more cards on the field wins. It's just whoever has the most advantage, right? So and
in most cases, yes. Yeah,
in most cases. So I in my personal opinion, I would not pop the Robbery of Warlords. I would keep that thing in my I would try to keep that thing on the board as long as I
agree, yeah. Rivalry's kind of like what's keeping him in. I mean, well, to be fair, though, I mean, Farfa's only on 3 cards, and, like, he can only Pendulum summon 1 card, like, even if he gets another scale.
Right.
So,
Tom is already winning at this point.
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess I could see, Rivalry kind of did its job at this point. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, well, they could come back, but I think from this position, I think it's a bit of a safe move. And
yes, right.
Yeah. Now, Amano coming down here really doesn't matter too much because Jackal isn't really going to negate any of these monsters. So, and then that's just going to run. I mean, Ignis is just going to run over Jackal anyway, yeah.
Yeah, like he's already up in card advantage regardless. Tom is already in a very good position at this point.
So this is exactly my point here. So even if Farfa draws a scale, like it doesn't matter. He can summon 1 card and that's it, And
then Aiden also gets the Masterpiece Search, so.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Like maybe like I was going on like a safer side more. Like I just like to keep my floodgates on the board as long as I could, so I can just victory.
I think there is that point though that like once when you see that's kind of that's one of the key decision making points.
Right, and you know what, and it's a good decision that Farfa made Tom go first. Actually,
correct. Yes.
Like in my personal opinion, like as a true Drago player, you should always side deck going second. But like it's always the mind game about going first or second. Like sometimes I'll as a player, I don't know whether or not my opponent will make it go first or second, so I just keep in a combinations of going first and going second cards, so that way that I have some cards of combat going second with cards that evenly match, and also having a couple of floodgates in the deck like Robbery of Warlords, and mind you, Robbery of Warlords is not a bad card going second.
Right.
Because it's essentially a board wipe, right? You set it, your opponent's turn, you flip it. They're forced to clear their board. So
right, and this is one of the things too, because Draco gets so much of its advantage by popping its opponent's cards through its spells and traps. So by forcing Draco to go first, worst case scenario, you might have to deal with a Masterpiece or like maybe a trap into Masterpiece, potentially some floodgates depending on how they sided. But they get so much more value on being able to tribute off those spells and traps and just breaking apart your board. But Farfa with the double purple poison magician.
That is absolutely disgusting, Farfa. Double, like if you open up like just 1 purple poison is enough to just break a floodgate. Right. But double purple poison? Holy macaroni.
Yeah, so Rivalry there. Okay, so Rivalry immediately coming down. Yeah, and that's good because Heavy Metal Foes Electromite's a psychic.
Yeah.
Farfa's gonna send Wisdom.
No. That's not good because now he just Electromite Purple Poison pop.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So he should always wait. Usually.
Well, to be fair, he didn't know he had the second purple poison.
Yeah. No, yes.
But I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yes.
But like as you know, I'm like maybe like I'm just critiquing too much. But yeah.
Well, well, here's the thing though, because you got masterpieces on the tribute summon now, so the trap card pop is just gonna pop Electromite. So now he's not gonna get the chance to pop Purple Poison Magician.
But then you have Black Fang to just half the masterpiece now. So, yep. So now he's forced to pop one.
Well, I mean, he could also just pop the Black Fang preemptively as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he has no monsters in grave, and this would complete a scale, so...
Right.
I mean, you don't know he has another scale in hand. It's possible, but...
Right.
I mean, you have Rivalry up this, so, I mean, it's kind of one of those risky things, you know?
Well,
it looks like he's going to pop Black Fang, okay.
Yeah, pop the Black Fang. You just activate another scale at this point. The Chronograph, Pendulum Summon, the Jackal, and also another from the extra deck. Enter battle phase. Attack using a spellcaster monster. Use Purple Poison.
Use Purple Poison.
Boost it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Masterpiece dies, so Rivalry dies. So, yeah,
it's pretty rough.
Pretty rough on this point. Poison is just too good.
But again, though, if Farfa didn't have that high scale, he wouldn't have been able to do any of this.
Like, the best time to activate, like, Robbery of Warlords, I understand that activating Robbery of Warlords on Electromite is actually pretty good because, essentially, Pendulum doesn't play much Psychics other than an Electromite. The best time to use it is when they first already use Electromite's effect to pop something, right?
Correct.
And because, like, the best thing that Electromite is going to do on Summon is going to put Astrograph into the extra deck, right? So once they put the Astrograph into the extra deck and they activate a skill to pop something, once they reveal Astrograph in hand, just flip the Rivalry then their plays are already done. Yeah. They can't pet summon. They can't do anything. So, like, maybe I'm just being too critical, Alex, okay? Tom, you're watching this video, man. Like, maybe I'm just being too, like critical, like, on you. But, you could have won this duel if you just, waited a little bit longer. Even though he did have the second Purple Poison, it wouldn't even matter because he already normal summoned, like, anyways, right? And he already used the Electromite pop.
So Farfa's board Farfa's board isn't too intimidating here. I mean, he just has to, Tombox just has to worry about that Purple Poison, just if he attacks realistically. But I mean, so realistically, Tom could break this board
if he has Demise.
If he has, Demise can do anything.
Demise can do everything, man.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So popping Apocalypse. So now he's gonna get Search, and he'll get to pop either Electromite or Astrograph.
Nice.
He gets the Ignis, so it really depends on that last card in his hand.
What he can do, yeah. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, so you get rid of Astrograph because Purple Poison can't work with Electromite.
Set.
If that's another trap, oh my god, that's good. Okay.
That's pretty good.
So Return's going to pop Electromite, you got a 27 Ignis swinging in, and Ignis will net you a card on the next turn too. So
Right.
But, I mean, Rescue Hamster's pretty good. Okay.
Rescue Hamster is really broken.
Farfa also has Harmonizing for scales, too. But, I mean, with Rescue Hamster now, I mean...
Rescue Hamster is just, it's on another level, man. Alex, you know Steven, right? Steven,
oh, yeah.
Like the guy that invented the Rescue Hamster with the whole 5 negate thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, each time I see Steven, like, resolve Hamster, he's just like, I win the duel. Like, he just... oh, man, it's really hard to lose with Hamster.
So going for that third, so he plays 3 Electromites. Okay, that's I would say that's actually not too common.
But, no. Yeah,
I'd say most Pen Magicians play 2.
FTKs play 2, but a lot of
they call this deck.
They call this deck the Arrow deck because literally because when you play this deck and your opponent has no way to stop your plays, it literally looks like you're on Adderall. Like you're literally making 15 million moves in one turn, and it's like, okay, I make my own unbreakable board pass. Like each time, when I was at YCS Memphis, I'm like, hey, what deck are you playing? Oh, they'll be like, I'm playing Adderall. I'm like, what? I'm like, what's Adderall? Steven's deck. I'm like, okay, I understand now because you just looks like you're just concentrating so much on just building your board, but then you just waste your time once Amano drops on the board.
I loved that scale effect of Hamster to get back double Wisdom Eye.
Yeah, it's so good because you can get double Wisdom Eye. You can also get double Astrograph too. Especially getting double Astrograph. If he had double Astrograph in the extra deck, he could go Astrograph, get Stargazer, and then basically just go off, man. It's just crazy.
And I think this will probably be game here.
Yeah, it should already be.
Yeah, Tom's just scooping it. I was gonna say, there's no way that wasn't game.
So now go first. Tom should be siding Imperial Iron Walls.
Yep.
You know, rivalries.
Ooh, Zaphion coming in from Farfa. Okay.
I cried.
And Tom's opting to go first. Okay.
Yeah, like I would go first. Too.
Yeah, I think going first is probably correct.
Yeah, I would go first. But I never see a Pendulum player siding Zaphion before. That card is
pretty good.
Devastating.
Yeah.
That's devastating.
So we got the Heritage bringing Maiden out, then Heritage for a draw. And into Terraforming. All right. That's pretty good.
Yep.
And so now Diagram's going to go ahead and probably...
Okay, wow.
You just grab Return here? Yeah, I was going to say. I don't think there's... Because Maiden will probably net you... Well, I don't know, because Maiden got Ash the first game, but I think at this point Farfa would probably side out the Ash Blossoms with a mono. It's one of those things that's kind of hard to say, you know, because they don't have a mono, Ash is amazing, but if they do, you know, you're kind of just screwed.
Like, I'm telling you right now, Farfa's hand is so good. It's not even...
Yeah,
it's not
well, the Zaphion helps out a lot.
Yeah. Even without Zaphion, like the poison and oh my gosh.
Man, so Zaphion gonna swing in, and then Zaphion's effect will trigger at the end of the battle phase, shuffling all spells and traps back into Tombox's deck. It will chain Maiden, because this is at the end of the battle phase. It's not like in damage step or anything. So Tom's luckily gonna get a card out of it, but... I mean, losing Return, Heritage, and Diagram, that 1 for 3, oh man. It's not even like a 1 for 3, you keep the Zaphion, that's the crazy thing.
Right.
And he can still Pendulum summon himself, too.
Yes. Man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
He opened up a really good hand. So Pot Desires banished 10. Neg 9, right, Alex?
Oh, yeah.
Neg 9.
Best Neg 9 in the game.
Yeah. Ooh, and a Cosmic, too. Okay.
Woo!
Whoops. Okay. And a Cosmic, just in case for that Diagram he draws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just...
So he's got Stargazer and Black Fang. So that's a pen summon right there. He can go into Purple Poison and the Chrono.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking what he can... He should be able to establish a Vortex at the very least, I think.
Let's see what he's planning to do. Yeah, Underclock.
I was gonna say, he looks like he's... Yeah, Underclock, okay.
And he draws one of Zaphion's, too.
Yes, because it just has to be sent to grave. That's so crazy. Oh my god. So realistically, he actually plussed... Like, I mean, he already plussed off Zaphion, but, like, that was, like, mega plus off Zaphion.
Yeah.
Okay, so... He's going to just pen summon the Chronograph, the Hamster, the Black Fang, and it looks like he's going to keep Purple in hand. Man, things are not looking good for Tom here.
Okay, so he makes Electromite.
Electromite's going to send Astrograph, you know, typical plays here. It's always a little bit awkward when you have Electromite not in your top zone, but usually at this point it shouldn't matter, because then you just make Metaltron and you're fine.
Right. Alex, let me tell you right now, I am so done with this format, man. Like, I see this so often, you know, I mean, like, the Pendulum boards, it's crazy.
It's okay, Sam. No sooner than April for the ban list, remember?
No sooner than April, man. It's May now, bro.
Yeah, no sooner than April, just remember.
No sooner. I'm cheesed. Okay, anyways. So he's going to make a Metaltron, right?
Metaltron, most likely. Yep. Man, I don't know how Tom gets out of this, because he got Cyclone, too.
Yeah, it's really hard at this point.
Oh, man. And so now Venom's going to copy Electromite.
You need Demise.
Yeah, Demise, honestly, is like the only way he's getting out of this.
Yeah. Alex, yo, let me tell you, at YCS Memphis, it was so funny, man. I was on my 1-card top deck. You know, like, I had to do Disciples to shuffle back 3 to draw 1 against my top 32 match. Mm-hmm. That 1 card, I drew Demise. It was insane.
Oh, my God.
Demise needs to go away. Oh, okay. Desires?
Okay.
Nice. Wait, does he have a mono Wano in hand?
I think he does. No, he used it as tribute.
Okay. Because I think the most important thing is to try to shuffle back a mono Wano to your hand.
Yeah, well, obviously if he had a mono, he would have played it before Desires, because it wouldn't make sense otherwise. Unless he's trying to bait Ash for Demise. That also could be a thing.
Right.
Okay, so tributing, return. He got return back off that Desires. Okay.
Okay, he should pop the thing. Starving Venom.
So return. He's going to go for Metaltron. That's actually not bad either, because that means he's able to make it so that he doesn't get any advantage off the Metaltron.
Right, right.
All right, so there's Demise. Yeah, so I think he does have a mono in hand, but I'm trying to think how that other one got in the grave. Oh, he popped it with, I'm sorry, he popped it with Diagram.
Yeah. I knew he had it in his hand.
Yeah, so he was trying to bait the Ash.
The Ash, yeah.
So Demise for 2. We know one card in his hand's a mono. And set one at double monster.
That's the worst, man. Drawing monsters off the Demise is just the worst.
So, and the Cyclone on the back row. I think this is going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Because, like, what else realistically could it be? I mean, Ignis is going to get a spell, but that doesn't even matter at this point. Yeah, it's Apocalypse.
Yeah, the reason why I said that if he was going to pop the Metatron with the trap is because you want to at least try to get a spell and trap card from your deck to your hand at this point using Ignis effect. So
sure.
Yeah, that's
because I guess if he did that, he could have gotten Heritage, and Heritage could have drawn one since he sent return. So I mean, he could have had an extra card.
Right, but at the same time, Farfa already had the Cosmic Cyclone.
I was gonna say he already had the Cosmic Cyclone, so I mean, I'm pretty sure he would just hit that anyway.
Anyways, yeah, but the correct play should be that.
Yeah, realistically, either way, I just think Farfa was just gonna, win this turn. Obviously, we can see that, but in the game, it's kind of different.
It's really hard, man. Look at this. Drawing monsters is the worst.
I mean, when you're only running 7 monsters in your deck. Oh man, yeah, I think this should be a concession at some point.
Yeah.
So chronograph, so what is that? 53, 73, 80, that's 9k right there. And that's not counting Harmonizing's effect. So, yep, Tom giving the GGs, and Farfa is going to meet DZeef in the finals of the 2018 YugiTuber Grand Championship. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. We'll see you in the next match.